Hello, 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 people.
Back again.
We's back.
We's back for the fun. Okay.
Welcome to Kelly
And Junior.
Unfolded.
Unfolded. Because we be unfolding things, okay? We're going to be talking about some shit. Yes.
Unfolded.
Unfolded.
So, today is a Halloween edition. Happy Halloween to all those
Happy
who can
Halloween.
celebrate. Spooky, spooky, boo, boo, gaga. No, but we just wanted to just dig a little into an unfold Halloween.
Yeah, just unfold Halloween. No, like, major facts or anything like that. But, Halloween comes with so many, it's so convoluted and just complicated at times when you think about the whole Halloween ordeal.
Yeah, everybody's background with Halloween is a little different in how they celebrate, if they even celebrate.
Yes, very different, very different. So, since we have so many different renditions of how people feel about Halloween, I mean, most people love it. Like, I get to fall and people are like latte, spice, and pumpkin, and I personally hate those flavors.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what you like, but
No pumpkin spice
the
for me.
second it comes in, I'm like, I hate pumpkin pie, I hate pumpkin lattes. I know this is going to bring a lot of haters, but I don't really care for it. Now, if you want to give me an apple cider with maybe some cinnamon, I might be okay with that.
A little cinnamon goes a long way, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetics of the pumpkin.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
this
pumpkin
one.
seeds.
Yeah.
But I do not like pumpkin pie, pumpkin scents.
Me either, and it's
And they
really
do the
funny.
spiced pumpkins. I'm like, oh Lord, is that season again?
God, and people make such a big deal about it. Starbucks is like, we got our pumpkin latte.
Everybody.
Stuff like pumpkin hamburgers. I haven't seen that yet, but
crazy.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. So the question is what does Halloween mean to you, and what has Halloween brought to you in your life overall?
I think that Halloween, even for me, well, growing up, we didn't really celebrate Halloween.
Okay.
Religious
we've talked about
wise,
that a little
we
bit.
just, my parents were like, no, that is devil worshiping, that is the devil's day. So I didn't really get to dress up for Halloween. I did get to participate at school, if we were doing things. But at home, I was not, going trick-or-treating or things like that.
Oh,
My mom would give
okay.
us
So you missed
candy.
all that too, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't tell you, oh, I dressed up as a Power Ranger. Like, no,
So
I didn't.
why do you love Halloween so much? Because I know, like, being with you and around you love Halloween. So
I think
what
I
brought
really
that?
love it because especially I think in my early 20s, it was a chance to be anything that you wanted to be, and it wasn't weird.
Yes, it's not
out
weird
of the
to like dress up.
365 days, this is the day you can be a killer.
Gotcha. The killer.
This is the day you
This
can
is
be
a
the
theme,
zombie.
the killer. I totally get it. Okay, I can be the killer. But yeah, so
It
that's
was a good
interesting.
fantasy. You could step out of your comfort zone and be anything that you wanted to be. So it just kind of, I think, grew and turned into something that I really, really enjoyed. And then it was the candy giving. I think I'm older, so now I want to give candy to the kids. And I'm like, yes, I want my house to be, with the goblins and goblins and the blow-ups and scaring the heck out of people.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It does. So what were, as you got older and you began to kind of explore your Halloween freedom, did you want to dress up? Did you want to be somebody?
No, I was scared to dress up. Like,
Really? So you had no idea what you wanted to do?
I had an ideal in my mind of wanting to dress up, but the actuality of it was like, heck no, we're not doing that.
Okay, and why though? Why?
I didn't want to be the only one.
Okay.
But I will say even now, in my 30s, I've gone to Halloween themed, downtown parties and celebrations, and the people show up. And
Halloween's a big deal.
Full out costume, makeup, the whole nine. It's believable. It's crazy.
Halloween is a big deal. Like my daughter-in-law, she loves Halloween. I mean, she starts with the Halloween BS like in June. Like, I can't wait for pumpkin lattes and Halloween. And so, I've never really understood it, to be honest with you, because in our house we celebrated Halloween, but it wasn't this huge deal.
Right.
The biggest thing with me was that I wasn't allowed to be what everybody wanted to be. Back when I was growing up, okay, and it's going to show my age, the Fonzie and Happy Days was a big deal. That was a big show, right? And all the girls in the neighborhood wanted to be Pinky Tuscadero. I wanted to be Pinky Tuscadero, okay? And my mom was like, you're not going to be what everybody wants you to be.
Oh, jeez.
Year after year, I was forced to be a gypsy, an old lady, or like some crazy ass thing that I didn't want to be. And I always stuck out like a sore thumb because my mom was like, you're not going to be a lemming. You are going to be something different that people think is cool. But I'm like, it's cool to be Pinky Tuscadero. It's cool to be whatever. But that sticks in my mind the most is I wanted to be Pinky Tuscadero. And I wanted to be with the leather jacket and the pink lipstick, and all the kids in the neighborhood were being Pinky Tuscadero that year, and I couldn't be it. My mom was like,
that is very, very telling. And honestly, on both sides, I look at it like both of you are right. I mean, of course, you as an individual can be whatever
I was
you
a
want to be.
child. I wanted to be like everybody else.
Imagination is wild. But on the flip side, I see what your mom was trying to do. She was trying to make you an individual.
Always.
And get you to use your creativity and say, who do you really want to be versus what everybody else is being.
I wanted to be Pinky Tuscadero. That's what I wanted to be.
Look, you might have to stay in 10 motels now and say, listen, I really want to be her.
But I could not against my mom, no. And she was never a big Halloween person because it was kind of like, Halloween was not this big old holiday, and she wasn't a big decorator. She didn't believe in all that stuff. And as I grew older, I felt like, what a weird holiday.
That's true.
Kids are dressing up like something else, monsters and all this. It's supposed to be spooky, scary, the things that go bump in the night that we're scared of when we go to bed at night. And they come to our doors and get candy.
That's
the one thing that you're not supposed to be eating is candy, but you can go to everybody's house, and I think
it's called a cheat day.
Yeah,
for kids,
yeah.
Halloween is cheat day. We get to eat. And again, I was the one where even though again we didn't celebrate, so we're not decorating our house, we're not doing all of that. But we will get candy. We didn't give out candy. I don't really remember.
You didn't give out candy,
we didn't
okay.
give out candy, which probably is why I want to give out candy so much. All the missed out candy I didn't give out.
It almost seems predatorial. It's so weird.
I mean, when you look at the world we live in now, yes, I would not let my kid go trick-or-treating. Not by themselves. I would definitely inspect the candy, inspect the bag. I was literally just joking with my husband, like, when we have kids and they go trick-or-treating, I'm eating one piece of every candy. Why? Because I want to make sure.
Or you're looking at
not
it.
Not because I want their candy, but I want to make sure that it's not poison. I want to make sure that somebody didn't put something in it or that it's actually candy. But I think that's just, natural worrying as a parent in general. Back in the day, you could be a little more lax about parenting and about the strictness of what your kid was doing and the safety of them because you had a community that was looking out for all of them.
Well, we never ate apples because we had an incident where somebody had placed a razor blade in an apple. And that was like this huge story, and I think the same thing goes for today, like you were saying.
Yeah.
But the methods of how people are doing crazy things has changed. I mean, you can literally open a wrapper and put it back like nothing has been done to it.
Yeah.
So it's scary. It is. Yes, Halloween
you cannot
is
open the wrapper
scary.
and just put a syringe and squirt something in it and
correct. So what is good about Halloween? I guess. I
think it's the spirit. It's the spirit of getting to fantasize, and I'll say it's not always about being scary or being a ghost or a goblin or a murderer. This might be that one day you get to wear that sexy outfit, and they say, "What are you?" And you point at your head, and you're like, "I'm a mouse," and literally.
Is a mouse sexy?
Hey, to some people, they literally will dress in lingerie and put mouse ears on,
I know,
and they're a mouse.
I know.
Or, wear a tuxedo
But
and
I mean,
put bunny tails on and
we
they're a
could
bunny,
get really deep with that though.
But
So isn't that kind of like hedonistic? Like,
there's categories for
what
this. It's not
about
necessarily
Halloween
furries.
is actually good and wholesome? What part? What I mean, for me, I don't
The
see
good
a lot of that.
wholesomeness is the kids getting to enjoy it. The kids getting to do the pumpkin patches and, getting to learn how to clean pumpkins and make little ghosts and goblins and get pumpkin seeds. And those are the things that I remember. We went to pumpkin patches and we got to roast corn and we had apple cider.
But so you did do those things.
Yeah, but that was with school,
That was with school. I was like, that didn't happen at home.
Definitely not.
Your background was a little different. I mean, mine obviously was my mom's opinion. So everything my mom had an opinion about was important. And I literally, Halloween is not my favorite holiday. And I love the fall. I do love the weather. I love, decorating for fall a little bit, but Halloween is always a harbinger of, okay, Christmas is coming.
I was going to say, you never get to see Halloween without seeing Christmas.
Let's not even go in that.
Look,
this thing, I've got to, and I am going to move this really quickly, but this is bringing us into the topic of
Halloween, Christmas,
retail, okay? For years, as I was growing up, Christmas was Christmas, Halloween was Halloween. Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving. You could go into a store closer to Thanksgiving and you could buy anything Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Halloween starts in June. I mean, I went into a home goods store and I couldn't buy anything for Thanksgiving because Halloween was already out. And it's just like we don't have a moment to celebrate in the moment, which really is sad because time is flying. The older you get, the quicker time flies, right? And it really doesn't in reality. However, as you grow older, you really see that the holidays are encroaching very quickly.
They're rushed. They're so rushed.
Everything is rushed. I mean, for years now, I'll go to try to buy something Christmas in December and it's all gone. And Valentine's is on the shelves.
Literally.
It is crazy.
They're already putting clearance for Valentine's.
So I had to put this, I purchased this. This is, you could see it. It is literally a ghost dressed up like Santa Claus, walking a dog dressed up like a reindeer. So now we are literally combining Halloween and Christmas. And today I was in the home goods store and I got to share this story because I literally had a moment of ADHD because there was a whole section of Halloween stuff that was 50% off.
Nice.
And then a whole section of fall. Now we just came into fall. This is October. It's not anywhere near. It just started all off. And the Christmas stuff is all in rows and boxes, ready to be put out. Half of it's put out, the other half isn't. And people are literally like ants getting Christmas stuff. And I'm like, dude, we haven't even celebrated Halloween. I'm so sad. Christmas is already here.
Unfortunately, I think I've gotten used to it. I mean, I will say in the sense of being a person who likes to plan ahead, I am a little for the system. And only because I'm the person who wants to get this stuff out of the way. So if I can already get my Christmas shopping done by Thanksgiving, winning,
For you, yes, maybe, but I feel like I haven't even had a chance to experience. There's this big saying, okay?
Saturated.
Whatever religion you are, you are, and there's all these different things. Halloween is a pagan situation. Christmas, really, if you really think about it, is kind of pagan, actually.
It's definitely a pagan holiday.
Because it's not really
not
Christ's birthday and all that good stuff. But my thing is that all these holidays and all these things are all brought to you so quickly. And
Well, there's one word for that.
today is today. I don't want to think about Halloween coming and it's gone already, and it's already just the beginning of October. I mean, it's just one of those things.
The big C, capitalism.
There you go.
It's all about money.
Yes,
they know
true.
that.
Wow, it fell down.
Nobody saw though. Literally.
Okay.
But no, there's something about making money, and when it comes to the get it while you can get it and get it quickly, that is what it is. That's what it's about. They want their money, and they know that people are going to spend their money. And I wouldn't put it past if there is an actual science behind it of realizing that people are asking about Christmas in August. And so since we have the opportunity to make money out of that margin before the time even comes, why not? And I'm sure they did a test run and said, you know what? We're going to put these Christmas lights out here and see how many people buy these Christmas lights in August. And they bought them. And they sold out. And they said, you know what? From now on, we are shoving Christmas down your throat. Now, I am a person, I love Christmas. I love Christmas.
Christmas is my favorite holiday.
I won't say it's not my favorite.
It's my favorite.
Thanksgiving is my favorite because I like food. So I'm just always ready to eat. And I'm just like, that is where a feast happens.
But do you cook it?
Yes and no. It depends on the year. Some years I will cook, and some years I've tried a little bit of everything. I've gone out to dinner for Thanksgiving before and not cooked at all.
I've done
the traditional, turkey and all of that, and I mean it gets a little old. And then I've had a crab boil for Christmas.
Yeah, we've done some different things. We like to do that.
Different things just to get out of the old turkey's box.
Last year we did an African Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
Yes.
You're like, I love me some African food.
It was
some
good.
There,
it was
some
good.
Jollof rice.
I don't know what it was. I don't know. I really don't even remember what it was. I couldn't even tell. I know we had samosas.
Okay.
I know we did have samosas, but and because my son was dating an African girl from Kenya, and we did that in honor of her so that she could feel kind of at home. But I'm a big believer in doing something different, stepping outside the box. However, this year I think we're going to do like a regular, but for Christmas we're doing something else. That'll come later. We'll talk about it later.
Is there, I will say growing up there was like a set menu for Christmas, but now in life, I'm like, is there a set menu for Christmas?
There really isn't.
Thanksgiving has turkey dressing, certain things that you need to have. Christmas, I'm like, I know ham. Usually that's when you do the ham, because Thanksgiving you do the turkey.
But ham is so... let's talk about that for a minute.
A good honey baked ham, and I mean a spiral.
I know, but if we're going to talk about who eats ham on Christmas, I always ate ham on Christmas. My mom did it with the pineapples and the cherries.
For sure.
It was cut up with little squares, and the cherries were put in there. The pineapples.
I like the pineapples. Yeah.
My mom did the whole 9 yards. However, if you really want to get religious with this stuff, ham is not.
That was definitely you shouldn't be that. You should not have the pig.
Anything pork related is no. That's just not good. We shouldn't
have the pig.
It's not good.
Has become the
I love it. I love pork. I love pork. So anything pork is good for me. But the whole point is that these holidays and all the things that we do are so individual.
Yeah.
They really are. And I think life is individual. However, Halloween is one of those holidays that really have always puzzled me. And it's just not my favorite holiday. It's just not.
I love Halloween.
I love my little glass.
The Halloween themed movies. I love looking at horror movies.
Well, okay, so let's get into that.
That is really what I think made me, I won't say crazy about Halloween.
You like horror movies?
I love horror movies.
You do? Okay.
So have you... The gore, the more, more, the better. Like,
have you seen the Rob Zombie series of like? Have you seen the
Rob Zombie? You know.
Oh,
I
that's a topic. That's a topic.
Yeah, listen to Rob Zombie, the man. So you know me. You know the one movie. What was the movie that I was telling you I love? And we had the girl up there that was like crazy, and that was his wife. That's one of my favorite movies.
Japanese. Look at these. Yes. No. That's 100 corpses. 1,000 corpses.
That's something with the family. Oh man.
Oh no, it is 1,000 corpses, Night of 1,000 Corpses. I could be totally wrong.
But that particular movie, that one was The Devil's Reject.
The Devil's Rejects.
That's what that one was.
Yes.
The Devil's Rejects.
Oh, we have all the Rob Zombie movies.
Rob Zombie is the goat of gore and just.
He did an amazing job, and I will watch. And he did a Halloween rendition, which was really, really good, and I like that. So, like, we're talking about all these scary movies, and I know you haven't completely watched the Ed Gein thing, but that was something that people were talking about where, you know, he made skin lamps and did all this crazy stuff. But he's like,
you know, we had some crazy.
We had some crazy Jeffrey Dahmer.
People, and I lived in Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin.
I
know.
Actually
lived around the corner from the.
How crazy is that?
Killing people in. So to be growing up and knowing that you're living.
You had a serial killer right around the corner.
Killer that was eating up people. Luckily, he didn't like people my age at that time. I was too young for his menu.
Well, you don't know. I mean, how old were you?
I was like probably 8 or 9.
Okay, so yeah, you were little. Yeah, you were looking like a.
He was looking for like 14 and up. You know?
Yeah. So you know, all that stuff goes with Halloween, and
I mean, I wouldn't put him in Halloween category. He definitely gives you the EBGBs of what goes bumps in the night.
every night, all night, every year, all year long.
I will say, when it comes to serial killers, nothing tops Dracula. Dracula.
Was he a serial killer though?
Yes, he was real.
But you became alive after he bit you and drank your blood.
Well, I mean, that's what we turned him into.
Okay.
In real life, he's an
an
actual serial killer.
Really?
And we, you know, I won't say just America, but when it comes to capitalism and when it comes to marketing, he's become the face of what Halloween is. It's vampires, blood, and they've recreated his storyline so many times. And it's funny because my husband was really the one who kind of woke me up to the Dracula thing. I was so confused. I was like, wait, the guy that sucks blood? He's like, no, he's a real person.
The blood sucker?
I only know, like I told him.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know. Yeah.
That's all I remember of Dracula. And then, you know,
Nosferatu. That's a movie.
Yeah, the old school. And
haven't seen it.
Blades and Blade Trinity. They did a little rendition of Dracula, kind of coming back into the 21st centuries. They've done a lot of Dracula themed. Little things. It usually comes out during Halloween.
Well, yeah, Halloween is really bringing it. It's bringing it. I've seen so many horror stuff, and it's just really kind of crazy. You know, but what is your all-time scariest movie? Like, what scares you the most? Like, what if you could think about something that scares you?
Scares me because I know it's fake, but. You know, I do have my top movies that are just, for me, they have such a good storyline. And, I mean, things be happening. One of them, for me, was Gothica with Halle Berry.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that.
One
Have you
was
seen
freaking
Gothica?
crazy.
I don't know
and
about that.
kudos to Halle Berry because she played that role.
Okay.
But Gothica was definitely a good one. One of my other favorite movies that scared the crap out of me, and I was just like, okay, this is just too real, was The Hills Have Eyes.
Really? You were scared of The Hills Has Eyes?
Wow, that poor family who's like, oh, we're going on this family road trip, and then there's these people eating y'all and kidnapping y'all, and just like, yeah, that one was like, do not go out by yourself.
In the mountains.
It's
scary.
There was like that one was definitely one. Another one that I think lives in my mind rent free is I was a big, especially as a kid, I was really obsessed with the Night of the Living Dead.
Really?
I love.
I have
the
a
Night of
story
the
about the
Living
Night
Dead.
of the Living Dead. Okay, so you don't know a whole lot about me and like horror stuff, but like I tend to be very, I don't know. I get really funny about horror stuff because I don't feel like it's super real and it's so stupid. I had, excuse me, I had my first date with my son's father. We were seniors in high school and we went to the drive-in to see this movie.
Come on,
Night of the Living
Night of
Dead.
the Living Dead. Come on.
Can I just tell you
Classic.
something?
Black and white.
I laughed
It's so funny. They
so
walk
hard.
so slow, and I'm just like.
I laughed the entire freaking movie. Later, I remember their father saying to me, "What is wrong with you? What is so funny about all
This
that?"
movie
I'm
is
like,
not that funny. This is
it,
not a
it,
comedy.
it was funny in the way that like things were happening, and it was so
It's very
unrealistic.
unbelievable. Yeah.
There you go. So like for me, unrealistic equals
I will
unrealistic.
say to how can I put it? To what's the word I'm looking for? To give kudos to the Night of the Living Dead is they got better as time went on. Those little zombies, let me tell you what got me hooked is in the beginning, especially if you watched it from, the original Night of the Living Dead, the black and white, and they're just like,
I
moving
saw
so
that.
slow.
I mean, I'm old enough to see
If
that.
you keep
Honestly,
watching
I'm
the
old
Night of
enough
the
to see
Living
that.
Dead, them damn zombies got faster and faster to the point they were in fucking full sprint. I'm like, yeah, you're not getting away from that zombie. Like it evolved, but it was definitely something I wasn't necessarily allowed to watch at
I
home.
laughed through the
I
whole
would watch it at my
thing.
friend's house.
What is
if I stayed
wrong
the
with
night.
someone who laughs at the whole thing? I mean, I
I think
was
there's nothing wrong with it.
maybe it was nerves. I was on a date. I don't know, but I laughed the whole entire time. And so, yeah, that was my Living Dead story. But yeah, so you are afraid of what?
Oh man, I don't like spiders.
Spiders.
I'm okay with this nice, friendly, fake one here.
But
in
like,
real
what kind of
life-
movies scare you? If you could like say, okay, that movie I will not watch.
There
Or-
is no movie that scares me because I
I'm gonna
know
shake
that
this
it's
up.
a fake production. What scares me is real life documentaries where real stuff is happening. So for
Real
me,
killers,
it's like
real
documentaries
killers.
or anything that is like that could happen to me. Like
No,
that
that
was
is-
why
that
the
is
Hills
very
Have Eyes
scary,
was so
but-
scary because it was like these people were just really out.
You
having
did
a
say that.
family
You did
time.
say
It was
that.
very realistic in the sense of the torture that this family went through. That was.
and
That
there
was
are people out there
terrible.
like the Hills Have Eyes. There are. I mean, it does exist.
I'm not gonna point out. Cheers. Hello, happy Halloween. I'm not gonna poop on certain states, but there's
Yeah,
certain
don't
states
poop on-
that I feel like have the killer.
Okay, well, I'm not
just
going to go
living
there either. The killers live in the hills.
I mean, killers live everywhere,
He lives next door. The killer lives next door. Okay.
I mean, but nowadays you never know. I mean, they're around the block, they're next door. If you live in a complex and you think about the fact that
Oh,
there is
God, no.
hundreds of apartments, there's at least one killer there.
No,
You know?
maybe 2 or 3.
Maybe 2 or 3, literally. Like when you think about it in that way, I will say, if you think about it in realistic terms, it makes you afraid of everything. Okay,
It does. I mean, life is scary, right? So life is Halloween.
I was like that for
Every
the podcast.
every day is scary.
I
Yes.
listened to murder podcasts, and oh my god, when I tell you, I was obsessed with it.
Yes.
Because I'm a nerd in the sense of I like to soak in knowledge and learn things, and to learn about these killings and these people and who to avoid more than anything was fascinating to me. But it caused anxiety. It made me nervous about running
I love
around
that song.
and being by myself and all those things. And I said to myself, okay, you gotta stop listening to this podcast.
No, it is scary. It is scary because you know what? People are scary.
People are unpredictable.
But more than that, for me, I will not, and I refuse, absolutely refuse. And my wife is like, she knows this. I will not watch anything with possession.
I will say I agree with you. I kind of draw the line with possession, and you know what movie
Possession
made
is
that
The Exorcist
like a
is
no-go
scary.
for me? The Exorcist was okay.
Emily Rose.
The Exorcism and Emily Rose did their damn thing, and it scared the shit out of me. I will say that was a scary one. But you know
It
what
was
made
scary.
me, the most fake one made me not do it, but more on a religious side, was Paranormal Activity.
Okay, I mean,
That was like demon possession, I want your baby. And I was just like, wait a minute,
No, I want your baby.
Yes, he wanted the firstborn. Okay?
I don't think I
wanted the
watched that
firstborn.
movie. I don't think
That one was, and I will give them kudos because their layout and how they pull you in is phenomenal. Because you think that you're watching like a reality show of this couple and they're just gonna document their self, and they move into this new place and some strange shit is going on, and as the more this strange shit goes on, I thought it was real for a long time. I thought this was real. I thought this was
Oh, you thought it was a real thing? Kind of like, what was that movie that went around when they were running in the woods?
Oh, Blair Witch. Well, the Blair Witch Project.
People thought that was real, dude. They thought that was real.
It's something about first person that really...
I didn't like all the craziness and like all the camera moving around.
First person does something to a person because it definitely makes you feel like it's more realistic. When you're looking at a storyline that is looked at from the outside looking in, it's easy to fantasize.
Absolutely.
But when you step into the person's actual existence of what they're dealing with, it changes the game because eventually you start to feel like that person. And watching Paranormal Activity, I was like...
Really?
Yeah, as soon as you see anything in this damn house move, we out of here.
So yeah, I mean the Exorcism of Emily Rose.
That one was man. That one broke my heart.
So I'm going to tell you a little story about that.
Because that was based on a true story.
It is based on a true story, and my wife and I had just met when this had come out, and we were like, "Isn't it a scary movie? Like we like being scared. We're going to watch this movie, right?"
That was everything but a scary movie.
It was so real to me. It freaked me out. And then I had some incidences happening with my dogs that really, I can't even get into the story. The thing is that some really crazy shit happened after I brought that movie into my home. That made me believe that watching that movie brought that into my home.
Another door. Yeah.
Yes, and I refuse to watch anything. Did you have a similar experience?
Had a similar experience.
Oh my God, Junior! It's real, goddamn!
No, this is real. So I went to the movies to watch The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and I drove there. It was me and friends, and we went to go see the movie. I was freaked out, I mean, at the end it is
a true story. This is what's crazy.
Yeah, that one was that was tough. That was a tough movie. I left out of the theater.
Possession is real.
And, absolutely. Now, the reason I don't, now let's be clear, the reason I don't do, exorcism, possession, anything, because demons are real. That's not...
No, I believe that too. It's subjective, but it really
demons
is.
are real in the sense of religion, in the sense of the good and evil, the battle of good and evil. I don't play with demons, and I don't play with my soul and salvation when it comes to that realm of it. And that particular
realm is real.
That realm is real as shit. People, I've witnessed people being possessed.
I mean, y'all might not believe it, but
a whole nother
absolutely
story.
Is, and that's why it's such a big market, because it is really scary.
And again, so back to the story, and then we're going to get on that because that is so true, and I have something to say about that as well. But we left the movie theater, and I promise you, we all closed the doors to my car. Every door was open.
What?
Every door of my SUV was open, and not only was every door open, nothing was gone. Nothing was missing. It wasn't like somebody was trying to rob me, because there was definitely, my wallet was in there. Yes, who can't be trusted as me? I leave my wallet everywhere. But nothing was missing, but the doors were open and it freaked me out. I didn't even want the car anymore. Like, I didn't even want
This is you're
yeah.
sharing this with me for the first time, but it's really true. Like we're gonna talk about this in a minute because this is a really interesting thing.
Yeah, but the paranormal, that the exorcism of Emily Rose, there was something tied to that movie that carries with you afterwards.
Oh, it does.
And that movie, images of it live in my mind rent free, you know. And again, for people who are sensitive to death and sensitive to imagery of death, that is not a movie you need to watch.
No, or sensitive to the fact that evil can inhabit the human body. And you know, The Exorcist, you know, whatever, it's a fake story and it is a movie. However, in my mind, it is one of the scariest movies ever made. When you look back at it, yes.
For when it was introduced,
however, you know, if that movie was ever remade and it was done with all the graphics and all the AI and all the stuff we have today, I think people would be really scared because they were scared then.
What was the movie with the nun?
Oh yeah, that was pretty scary. That was pretty scary too. Yeah, it was pretty scary too.
It's freaking crazy.
There's some scary movies out there, but you know, in the spirit of Halloween, we are talking about all these things, and I think that it is important to kind of talk about why in human nature do we want to be scared? Like, what is that?
Adrenaline.
But what is that?
That's adrenaline, dopamines, all of those good things that you get.
And I don't know that it's a good thing. No, I don't like it.
I won't say it's a good thing. I mean,
if
because
I'm
some
scared,
people
I don't.
Too much to get that effect.
That adrenaline is too much for me. I don't like scared.
Speeding.
That's different.
No, when you get scared, your adrenaline rushes just as much. If the killer's chasing you, adrenaline kicks in. Okay?
Yes, but I wouldn't want the killer chasing me. Like, I wouldn't go home and be like, oh yeah, I felt so good when the killer was chasing me. I want to be chased by a killer again.
But that's the same thing as jumping out of a plane. The death is imminent and death is possible, and the adrenaline of it. Same thing with speeding. Death is possible. It is a little weird way of dancing with death that I think people really do enjoy. Roller coasters, I feel like all of those things are playing on the wrong side of the field. Not to say that I don't do it. I love roller coasters.
I love roller coasters, but I don't do them anymore because the older I've gotten, and that's another thing, like the older you get, the less you are to kind of chase that. Okay. You're like, this is really possible.
Say, you know what?
This is really possible.
I don't want to risk that.
I can really die. I mean, but fear is a big thing that's associated.
Vulnerability kicks in and you realize that you're not indestructible.
Fear is associated with Halloween and, you know, with our whole big
personally, and not even being funny, I'm like, break a hip. Okay, fall one time and you understand what fear is, okay? When you fall and you realize that...
But falling is funny. Even as humans, we think it's funny when people fall.
But you know, it creates a fear. It creates a fear.
I know, but how funny is it when you see somebody fall down a stairs? You're like,
videos when people fall, and I do laugh.
I mean, it is.
But I'm also scary because I'm like, oh, they're okay. But I'm also like, ugh.
I can't, as a brain injury nurse, I cannot watch people hit their heads. Like that that makes me crazy.
I'm not a person of looking at people getting knocked upside their heads and everything. I don't watch boxing. I don't watch UFC.
That's crazy.
I don't watch those things because I'm just like, why in God's name would you let somebody punch you?
Why is that different from football?
I don't like football either. I don't watch football either. Okay. I don't want people running over each other. And again, I mean, if that makes me, different, then I'm different. But I don't. I like basketball because at the end of the day, you know, you're not getting knocked upside the head or anything like that. I like tennis. Anything that is non-contact sport.
I think as you get older, you really do kind of find the danger in things that you would not normally find the danger in.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean,
Halloween to me is it's almost a dangerous holiday because it allows
I would say
things.
Halloween is, but you know what I think the most dangerous holiday is? Believe it or not.
New Year's.
Yeah.
Yes.
New Year's Eve is the one that people just seem to say balls to the wall. YOLO, this is the only time I'm gonna get to do this. I'm like, but you do know after 12 o'clock, you know, you just keep living like.
So we're gonna talk about that on our next podcast. Well, we got Christmas and we get New Year's. We're gonna get into all that stuff, but you know,
New Year's
life
is definitely daddy. But Halloween, I think, it's become a market because, of course, we have movies that purposely come out during those times of the year, and then we have
those movies are
killings,
so good.
I mean, hey, right now me and my husband are watching Halloween series.
Okay.
So good.
I haven't
Not
seen
that
it.
I haven't seen
Where's
it
that?
a million
What
times.
is that on?
Michael Myers.
The Halloween series. Okay, gotcha. Yes.
I mean, I am all for it. We have, if you guys can hear, we have the troop out there barking.
That's
border
okay.
patrolling.
They are the Schnauzer troop. They are the Schnauzer
They
troop.
have Tino visiting them today, so
I love Schnauzers. We will do a whole episode on Schnauzers, but we'll get that for another time.
Animal lovers.
I got something though. A couple of things, just because I know you guys see this like wine bottle sitting here. This is some crazy stuff. Okay, we're not going to open it because we got our own drinks going here, but this drink actually has some glitter stuff in it, and it comes with a little light on the bottom of it. It's called Dragon Fire. It says imported. I don't know, but this is mango flavored Moscato. Yes. It's so cool, and I just thought it was so cool. They have different flavors. I know we had Snoop Dogg last time,
right?
But we're doing this. But they've got green one, which is green apple. They've got red is strawberry. They've got blue, which is blueberry. It's just the coolest thing. We were gonna drink those, but we already got our little cocktails here. Yeah, we got a little cocktails going on. But let's do this. Okay. These little things. I don't know if anybody has ever seen these. This is a whole conversation group on its own.
This is new to me. So
okay.
What are they?
So these are little pop things, okay? I have never seen them for Halloween, which, again, capitalism, okay?
Let me get one. They're so cute. They're well designed and well behaved.
Okay, so, and well behaved, but they're really kind of creepy. I mean, he loves them, he thinks they're cute, but I think they're a little creepy. But
I think Kels is being soft right now.
my family at Christmas time, we put these on everybody's dinner plate and we open them up, and it just kind of allows you to do some really fun things with. I wanted to do this on this podcast because it comes with some really funny little things in it, and I thought it would be a fun Halloween thing to do. So you just pull it like this.
So you pull them? Okay.
Yeah, you pull it open, and then you take out the little stuff in it. So, oh, wow, yours popped. Mine didn't pop. Well, what the hell? Okay, so it comes with like these little
Oh, okay. So
actually,
inside of it.
yes, this is like a little
big,
crown.
Piece of paper.
No, it's a crown, but
look.
I'm not really sure how you open it up. But here we go.
What's going on?
A little crown.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Little crown. Let's see. I'll put it on. I get crown. I got horns.
Oh, you get a little.
Yes.
A little piece of paper with
Well,
a joke.
this is what I thought was funny. It said it came with these little paper dolls. That
these are little stickers that you can, decorate. Your little.
Oh no! Wait, this is your little. I got a skeleton.
I got a cat. Yeah. So there's that.
Wait a minute. Okay, so it's supposed to come with joke. You got a joke there somewhere.
I do have a joke. Oh, and here's all the aesthetics for the cat. So
perfect.
The eyes, the tail, the little tutu if you want to put a tutu on. There's some bat wings on here.
I mean, I've done this on holidays with my family, like put them in everybody's plate because I find this to be really engaging. These were interesting because they're Halloween, and look at me with this crazy thing on. But this is my little crown. That's all right. I can wear my little crown. So what's your joke?
You want my joke? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Here's my joke. Okay. It's kind of funny. What do you call a nervous witch?
I don't know. Would you nervous witch? Oh.
Nervous.
You call her a nervous witch.
A twitch.
Oh, damn. Okay.
She kind of gives that you nervous.
She's a twitch. Okay. Why don't mummies take time off?
Because they're all wrapped up.
They're afraid to unwind.
Oh. I know it has something to do with being wrapped because they're tight, wrapped up. That's so funny. That's a good one. This is cute.
Yeah, no, it is very cute.
Where did you
I mean,
get
I think
those?
kids would love this stuff. I got it at home.
Okay.
But like they have these little designs, look, for little kids.
Yeah, these are super cute.
You
And I know that nowadays kids love
Yes.
stickers. Like,
And you know,
love
if you have a
stickers.
big family and they like to do things, look, they could dress the skeleton up.
Yeah,
They could dress the skeleton up.
It doesn't have to be a Barbie doll or a G.I. Joe.
Well, it's a little weird. The skeleton doesn't have arms, so I guess people don't know.
I mean, he's a skeleton. He has had hard times.
So, we are unfolding all this Halloween stuff.
Unfolding, literally. This was an unfolding, literally.
Literally. We didn't open this because we don't really need to, but I really found this to be really interesting. It has like this glitter stuff in there, and I know we already talked about
I had
it.
a drink back in the day that was like that. I do not recall the name of it, but I do remember it was purple, and it had the little silvery stuff in it.
I was looking for a purple gin specifically to do some cocktails in here, but we got a little ghost cup, and he's got a little ghost cup. It's not our intention to push alcohol for sure, but you can have some little
Definitely drink responsibly.
Just have some little
If you do find
cranberry
yourself
juice.
drinking, get yourself an Uber.
Get yourself an Uber, or Jeffrey Dahmer might find you.
I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer might find you, or you might find yourself behind the jail. Okay, so
scarier. I mean, all this stuff that's happening in the bayou in Houston.
Oh, yeah,
What is this? This is like a whole.
That's a whole nother situation.
That's a whole nother story. A whole nother story.
A whole nother case.
Whole nother story.
That's
but
ongoing and still finding more information about that, and bodies are steady turning up. But that is definitely something to stick with us.
Oh,
and talk more about.
I just found his arms. I guess you put his arms on. Hold on. Let's just do this. Let's just put his arm on. He has some arms. Look at this. Look at this little crazy little thing. Okay, this might take longer than 8 minutes. That's just weird. Here's his arms.
Interesting.
Interesting. Hey, the skeleton has arms. But yes, we have many subjects. Halloween is Halloween, and we are touching on that today. But if there's something you want us to talk about or get into, please let us know. We just want to chat and kind of
reach out, send messages. You can definitely put comments on our YouTube page, which is called Junior and Kelly
Unfolded.
If you need our handle, that is J_K-Unfolded. So you can always find us on YouTube. We'll definitely be starting to go live here shortly and give you some more right on the spot, or as they say nowadays, real time.
Yes, so we need you to watch, okay? We need you to watch. Otherwise, the live thing kind of goes to the wayside, but if you can watch and get us some questions and give us some topics, we like to kind of go back and forth about what's going on and our own experiences, and we like to be organic. We don't like everything to be kind of scripted. We like things to be a little bit more loose, and we are really, really looking forward to getting a following and talking about things.
That and hearing from you all and hearing you guys share your experiences or ask questions or give your insight on some of the topics that we talk about.
Where did Halloween come from for you?
Good question is anybody else out there had anything weird happen to them after they watched
Yes! Oh my God!
That's always something.
That is something that we just learned this about each other today. So I'm going to share the whole thing that happened to us after Emily Rose, but I will never bring that movie into my home ever again. That really, really scared the mother effing life out of me, and it really was a catastrophic incident. It was.
That movie, honestly, like that. Just man, her and her faithfulness in the situation, and her trying to be obedient to God, and
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I mean, that movie has layers to it that speak to this day about our lives and temptations, and just how life really goes when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the unnaturalness of what you do, because we are always into what we can see, and some
Right,
things you can't
right.
see, and those temptations and those battles that we face sometimes seem like demons. They are demons. They are problematic things that we can't shake. But this movie showed how a person who suffered, I mean, immensely,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
persevered in the end and became
Mm-hmm.
a martyr for endurance, for strength, for the fact that at the end of the day, God still looked out for her.
Correct,
So
correct.
that was a hopeful ending. I will say that although that movie turned my religious world upside down, it definitely still gave me comfort and faith and comfort and dutifulness.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's here for a reason.
And that is why I am so God driven. I know, some people it may turn some people off, but at the end of the day, we all have a purpose, and we have all been brought here for a reason. And God is good, and God is a good God, and like I said, I know that it's going to turn some people off, but
Halloween, for those that it turns off, we didn't want
Halloween kind of pulls into that, and it's kind of hard for me sometimes, and that's why Halloween is so difficult for me sometimes, because we kind of didn't really touch on the whole subject of it's the Day of the Dead, and when our loved ones come to visit us and all that good kind of stuff, and but be vigilant out there, because at the end of the day, your faith is going to save you.
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what holiday it is, your faith has to be intact. Your soul and salvation has to be intact. No man knows the hour of the day. I wouldn't peg any holiday on one given evil or not evil, or less evil, or more evil. I think, again, all of it is choice, because whether you decide to do the right thing or the wrong thing is based on choice. That falls on everybody's conscience and burden, and that is something to bear for yourself alone. But when it comes to holidays, I want people to get out of the aesthetics of thinking that it has to do with religion. The one that I know for sure has to do with religion is Christmas and Easter.
Easter is a big
so one. Easter, Christmas, that makes sense. Again, pagan holidays that they just made up, and they put
Halloween's a pagan holiday.
They picked the day on the calendar and said this is when we're celebrating it. But however, when it comes to the aesthetics of it, it's really about having fun. Having fun and enjoying yourself, finding a little bit of lighterness in life, because at the end of the day, there's plenty of evil in the world. None of us are,
and that's
so
what
you gotta have some lightness in it. The kids don't need to be walking around scared to enjoy getting a piece of candy.
Our podcast is about spreading joy.
Yeah,
and enjoying, and we want you to enjoy.
So if you
Halloween.
enjoy Halloween, enjoy Halloween.
Enjoy it.
It
it's a
doesn't
good time.
have to be about religion. It don't have to be about the devil. You don't even have to dress up. But if you enjoy the ideal of Halloween,
Go to a haunted
Halloween
house
is what you make it. Holidays are what you make it. Damn what the world says that it's supposed to be. Because who is living by anybody else's terms? I'm confused.
I can't even though sometimes, like, I won't even go to a haunted house without thinking about like a real serial killer or a chainsaw massacre is going to come out from the gallows and like chop your ass up.
And I know that the aesthetics is to scare people. My ass is probably not going to be scared, because I know Tim was hired to scare me. But it's different when there is real life.
How about Tim is a Jeffrey Dahmer and gets hired at the haunted house to be the chainsaw guy?
Going deep. So
no, I mean, this can happen. This can happen.
That definitely could happen. But you know what I'm going to leave you with? walk on faith, okay?
Walk on
We ain't
faith.
gotta
There you
worry
go. We're gonna leave it
we
on
gotta
walk on
worry
faith.
about who nobody else is, because at the end of the day,
I like that. I like that, Junior.
protection protects you from all situations, you know. And
I
when
like
you,
that. Walk
when
on
you
faith
stay in
is good.
faith, and then you put work towards faith. That is what
You're not going to
makes
get
you
ripped up
untouchable.
by a chainsaw at a haunted house.
I mean, at least God will make you smart enough to duck or run. Okay, listen.
Okay. But we have talked a lot,
I love
and
this.
and
This
you know
is
what?
fun.
We can really do this a lot because this
Yeah.
is what we do.
This is literally what we do every day.
Literally, him and I, we decided to do this podcast because we talk like this all the freaking time, and it goes on for hours. And so, sharing it with y'all is really fun, and I enjoy just going. We learned some things today that, of course, we're going to shut this off and we're going to talk about Emily Rose, because that was a messed up situation, and obviously he had a messed up situation too. But the point is we want to share it with y'all. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I hope that everybody will come back and watch. And, we're going to come back in 2 weeks. And,
we'll see you in a little bit.
Halloween's over, so our next subject, who knows? It might be something serious, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because we do want to talk about things that affect people's lives. Give us some suggestions. We'll be more than open to that as well. So
and share our own experiences so that you understand that. I mean, I'm not living, in some mansion, behind Lady Gaga or nothing, like I work paycheck to paycheck, just like
we all do. Yes, we do.
So, we're not living in some fantasy world. We definitely
this is our podcast.
Have hardships ourselves, and we do what we need to live and survive in the world, just like everyone else. And I want that to be relatable enough for everyone to feel free and care and safe to share all of their experiences and all of their ups and downs.
Yes.
Hopefully we can help you get through something. Maybe you guys can help me get through something.
Yeah,
so
we're here.
I think that the goal of it is to be here for each other.
Absolutely.
And as I always say, sharing is caring. So
share. Unfold.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Unfold your lives. Let it go. And that's the whole thing. Unfold.
But until next time, be safe. Stay vigilant.
Yeah, and watch out for the killer.
That part.